Hello, everybody. Whether you're at home or in the house, welcome to the Lexus Velodrome. 1/10 of a mile oval in the middle of Detroit at I-75 and Mack Avenue under the big white dome. And this is what you get. 50 degrees in the turns. You're going to see some of the most exciting bike racing on the planet right here in Detroit tonight as we begin our Accelerator e-Pacer bike race. We've got pros from around the country. We've got young kids that are going to compete. We've got the whole deal, and it's the real deal. We want to thank our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Southfield, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. We want to point out that USA Cycling declared us one of their Center of Excellence. We want to thank the Children's Foundation and the Rafa Foundation for supporting our youth program. And we're going to get things going right away by kicking it over to the best bike race announcer on the planet, John Walden Hughes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lexus Velodrome. This is the Accelerator race at Mad Track Racing. Here we go with the first race of the night. We're going to get right into it with the elimination race. The way this race is going to work, we're going to let the riders roll off the rail. They're going to get 5 laps to get situated. After these riders see 1 to go, they're going to hear the bell, and we're going to pull a rider out of the race, but we're going to pull the last place rider out of the race. This is going to happen every other lap until we're down to the final 2 riders. When we're down to the final 2 riders, it'll be a 2-lap all-out match sprint. Now, one thing we're doing a little bit different tonight rather than a normal elimination race is, since this is the Accelerator race at Mad Track Cycling, we're going to have Coach Luke Cavender on the electric bike. He's going to take these riders up to speed. In those first 5 laps, he's going to be ripping around at 30-plus miles an hour to start the race off. So here we get underway with the first night of racing in downtown Detroit at the Lexus Velodrome. This is Mad Track Cycling. This is the elimination race.
Riders, this is your elimination race. When the motor comes around, blow the whistle and you'll roll on the whistle. The motor will pull off with a lap and a half to go coming out of turn 2. Otherwise, it's a standard elimination race.
All right, we got a bunch of fast riders. A lot of riders came in from out of town. Luke Cavender winding up with that e-bike. We're going to get underway with the first elimination race of the night that's going to start off the Accelerator 2-day here in downtown Detroit.
Riders ready?
All right, and they're rolling right off the line onto the wheel of the motor. Nick Lawton pushing to the front. Sitting on the front of that silver jersey, that's Detroit's own Nick Lawton. Second place out of Indianapolis, that's Kyle Perry in the yellow jersey. Sitting in third out of Houston, that's Alex Wiesler. On his wheel out of Colorado, James Hillier. On Hillier's wheel out of Detroit, Tim Bober. That's Timbo Slice. On his hip in the red jersey out of Colorado, Danny Summerhill. On Summerhill's wheel, Detroit's own Craig Battori out of Craig's Coffee. Down low in the blue jersey out of Indianapolis, that's William Zugabe. Other rider in the blue jersey on the wheel of Tim Bober. Out of the UK, but also out of Indy, that's Matt Giddings. Then we have Brennan Leary, Martin Vecchio, and at the back, Aaron Beebe. 2 to go riders. Beebe pushing from the back, wanting to get all the way to the front. Now at the back of the pack is Brennan Leary. Remember, watch the back of the race, Here comes the bell, here we go. Pulling on the next lap, riders pulling on the next lap. Brennan Leary trying to push over the top with Matt Giddings. Now down low, Martin Vecchio trapped into the yellow jersey. Vecchio with no space. Vecchio looking for a spot to go. Brennan Leary trying to push it. Matt Giddings up top. Matt Giddings got to push over the top of Craig Battori. It's going to be Giddings. Matt Giddings, you are eliminated. Matt Giddings, first one out of the race. Here we go. Here comes another bell. Danny Summerhill pushing to the front. Martin Vecchio trapped in down low. Watch that yellow jersey down low. He's trapped in. Now Tim Bober in the red jersey. Craig Battori trying to push up and over Brendan Leary. Brendan Leary holding his own. Aaron Beebe pushing over top of Leary. Craig Battori going to push it at the line all the way. And it's going to be Battori. Craig Battori, you are eliminated. Craig's Coffee out on that one. Craig Battori, go see 412 Peterborough, get you some coffee. On the front of the pack, Kyle Perry keeping the tempo high. Now Timbo Slice, Tim Bober at the back of the pack. Bober's got to get over Zugabe. Aaron Beebe holding him down. Zugabe in the blue jersey, trapped in by the green jersey of Brendan Leary. Tim Bober trying to push in. Can he make it go? And it's going to be Bober, Timbo Slice. You are eliminated. Tim Bober out of the race. Now Aaron Beebe at the back of the pack again. Beebe's got to push up and over. Will Zugabe in the blue jersey trying to fit his way between Martin Vecchio and Brendan Leary. Brendan Leary holding him down there, bumping elbows. Martin Vecchio sitting easy down low, but that's a dangerous spot. Zugabe trying to push it. It's going to be close. It's going to be Leary, Brendan Leary. You are eliminated. Brendan Leary out of the race. Aaron Beebe, one at a time, slowly taking him out as Zugabe pushes up and over the top. Martin Vecchio following James Hillier on his hip. On the front now. Whoa. They got to give Perry the room. Let's see, Nick Lawton trying to push it. Aaron Beebe at the back, and it's going to be Beebe, Aaron Beebe. You are eliminated. James Hillier now pushes to the front. Hillier setting up that tempo on his hip. Alex Weisler on the wheel. Kyle Perry at the black line. At the back is Nick Lawton. Lawton, does he got to jump? Vecchio going up high. Zugabe trying to push it over the top. Zugabe flipped his bike up the track, and it's going to be Vecchio. Martin Vecchio, you are eliminated. Here we go. Nick Lawton, can he get him again? Nick Lawton sitting at the back of the pack. Watch that silver jersey. Lawton's got to get up and over. Will Zugabe in the blue. Will Zugabe fighting it out in this race. Now Danny Summerhill pushing over the top of Kyle Perry. Got a long way to go for Lawton. Can Lawton push it at the line? And no, not enough time. Nick Lawton, you are eliminated. And that's the last of the riders out of Detroit. We're down to 5 riders, everyone here out of town. Danny Summerhill flicks his bike up. Zugabe now trapped in down low. Zugabe trapped in down low. He's going to have to back off the pedals. Danny Summerhill set him up. Zugabe trying to push in. Summerhill's got to push over the top. Zugabe's in a good spot. It's going to be Summerhill. Danny Summerhill, you are eliminated. Summerhill thought he was good. Zugabe able to stay in. Now let's see what happens. Down to 4 riders. Zugabe's got to push up and over the top. Kyle Perry setting that tempo. James Hillier being trapped in by Alex Weisler. Weisler up and over. Here comes Zugabe with a last-minute push. Let's go, Zugabe, like you're running to the back of Clever Martinez. No, and it's Will Zugabe. Zugabe, you are eliminated. Down to 3 riders. Kyle Perry on the front. James Hillier sitting in second. Alex Weisler in third. Let's see what Weisler does. Weisler trying to push over the top. James Hillier trying to push over Kyle Perry. Kyle Perry, the freight train, keeping it rolling. Perry pushing it to the line. Weisler going up high, and it's going to be, Weisler, Alex Weisler. You are eliminated by a tire. We're down to Kyle Perry and James Hillier. Going to see 2 to go. Kyle Perry in the yellow jersey at the front. James Hillier at the back. Hillier's about to make a trip over to Europe. Kyle Perry racing for a new team in the NCL this year. Perry out of the saddle. Faking him out. Let's see if Hillier can get over the top. Let's make some noise for these riders. Put your hands together. Here we go. Kyle Perry on the front. Can James Hillier get over the top? The freight train. Kyle Perry pushing it. They're shoulder to shoulder going in through turn 3. James Hillier pushing over the top. And the winner of the elimination race is going to be James Hillier. Nice racing from all of our pro riders out there. And that was the first elimination race. We got a few more of those. Then we're going to get into some Kieran's. Kieran Racing will be racing behind the motor. Watch out for the riders coming off the track. Got some Kieran Racing. And, of course, as always, we'll have our Madison Racing. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, Meade Lexus Southfield, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. The Children's Foundation, the Wellen Company, would allow us to put out all this programming as we have our semi-pro riders, semi-pro A riders up to the rail. Let's go to the start-finish line and talk to James Hillier.
James Hillier, welcome back. How's it feel?
Feels really good to be back here in Detroit. Kind of a last-minute call for me to come out, but, man, I had a lot of fun in that race.
Awesome. Well, you did great. It was exciting to watch. We'll see more of James Hillier later on tonight. Let's hear it for him. There we go.
If you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching. Make sure you press that like button. All right. This is our next group of riders for the elimination race. We got Johnny Blazovic, Dave Hicken, Sinead Miller, Roger Wynn, Mike Hartrick, Cameron Coleman, Blake Beto, Levi Gaswint, Brian Jankowski, Jackson Clary, down low, Donnell Anderson, Jonathan Ramirez. Aren't we missing Savage? Where's Savage at? Hey, Derek, you're in the next group? Oh, okay. Never mind, never mind. This is another elimination race. Riders getting their last minute instruction from our head official, Bruce Carlson. The Lexus Velodrome in downtown Detroit is funded by the Detroit Fitness Foundation, a nonprofit. All right, here we go, riders.
Riders, this is your elimination race. When the motor comes around, the whistle will be your command to roll. First bell will be at 1, we pull at 0. Once the motor pulls off, it's a standard elimination race.
All right, remember, watch the back of the pack, watch the back of the pack.
Riders ready?
All right, and they're rolling. Let's go on that wheel of the motor. Let's pick it up, pick it up. All right, and here we go. Underway with our Semi-Pro A elimination race. That's the GoPro footage. You're going to see Donnell Anderson on the front of the pack. We got a GoPro on the back of the motor. Luke Cavender winding around. Donnell Anderson on the front of the pack, second place at the Junior National Championships for the sprint event. 4 to go. At the back is Ramirez. Ramirez in a dangerous spot. Remember, watch the back of the pack. Watch the back of the pack. Jackson Cleary trying to push his way out. Blake Beto pushing over the top. Going with him is Roger Wynn. Ramirez going up high. Whoa, they're getting close to the top of the track there. Ramirez wants off the back. Jankowski going with him. Clary at the back of the pack. Here we go, riders. Here comes the bell. All right, riders, pulling to the next lap, pulling to the next lap. Whoa, we're like 5 high across there. Beto at the back of the pack. Beto needs to pick it up. Now down low is Mike Hartrick. Hartrick in that dangerous spot. No room to go, and it's going to be Hartrick. Mike Hartrick, you are eliminated. Jankowski rolling off the front. Michael Hartrick out on that one. John Ramirez going in down low. Blake Beto needs to push over the top. Beto having to jump again. He got caught slipping on the last one. Can he get over Roger Wynn? Blake Beto going way high. Probably a little too high. Eyes up, riders. And it's going to be, oh, Roger Wynn. Roger Wynn, you are eliminated. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Ramirez sitting in second. Out the back again is Beto. Beto playing the devil. This race is also known as devil takes the hindmost. The rider at the back picking him off one at a time. Beto, can he get another push? He's doing a lot of work out here, and it's going to be, oh, Beto, Blake Beto, you are eliminated. My suggestion is do not race the elimination race from the back, but hey, don't listen to me. Now Sinead Miller at the back. Sinead needs to get up and over. Levi Gaswint. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. Gaswint trapped in down low with Blazovic. Sinead Miller having to flicker bike up the track. Is there enough time? And it's going to be Miller, Sinead Miller. You are eliminated. Johnny Blazovic having to back off the pedals. Now he's going to have to get up and over Cameron Coleman and Jackson Clary. Coleman sees it coming. Coleman's got a big jump. Jackson all the way. Look at that. 5 across. 5 across. Levi Gaswint trapped in. And it's going to be, oh, Hicken. Dave Hicken. You are eliminated. How it could be anyone's race. You can quickly go from the back to the front, front to the back. Now Donnell Anderson. Anderson's going to use the track to pick up speed. He's diving down, up and over. Now they're all trapped in underneath him. Donnell Anderson pushing over the top. Now Jonathan Ramirez is at the back. There's nowhere for him to go. Ramirez trying to get up top. And it's going to be Ramirez, Jonathan Ramirez. You are eliminated. You're eliminated. Donnell Anderson pushed off the front. Now Levi Gaswin at the back of the pack. Gaswin needs to get over the top of Blazovic. Blazovic on the hip of Brian Jankowski. Blazovic trying to hold Jankowski down. Blazovic looks back, sees there's no one there. Gaswin goes down, and it's going to be Blazovic. Johnny Blazovic, you are eliminated. Look at the riding from a young Yuri Havoc. Levi Gaswin making the pro move. All right, Gaswin, let's see if he can push Jankowski out of the way. Jankowski won't give a 10-year-old 2 inches. Let's see if he lets Levi Gaswin get out. Let's go, Gaswin, get out of there. Levi Gaswin needs to push over the top. Oh, and there's no room. It's going to be Levi, a young Yuri Havoc, Gaswin. You are eliminated. Levi, come on now. Jankowski goes up the track, then back down. Here comes Donnell Anderson. Anderson picking it up. Can he catch Cameron Coleman slipping? Cameron Coleman now needs to get up and over. Donnell Anderson making him work for it. Cameron didn't see it happen, and it's going to be Coleman, Cameron Coleman. You are eliminated, Cameron Coleman. Got caught not paying attention. All right, let's see if Donnell Anderson needs to do it again. Anderson on Jackson Clary's wheel. Donnell Anderson trying to push over the top. Brian Jankowski trying to hold the two juniors off. Oh, Donnell. And it's going to be Donnell Anderson. You are eliminated. Down to two riders, Jackson Clary and Brian Jankowski. 2 to go, riders. 2 laps to go. Eyes up. Here comes the bell. Jackson Clary attacking Jankowski. Jankowski says, see you later, Junior. And taking the victory lap, getting the win in our elimination race, Jackson Clary. Give it up for the junior. All right, nice racing from everybody. Brian Jankowski raced that one great. But let's get Jackson Clary to the line.
Jackson Clary, we're so glad you're back.
Back.
Say that again.
I'm happy to be back.
You gonna race in Madison later?
Yes, ma'am.
We're looking forward to it. Now remind us again, where are you from?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana, and how old are you?
I'm 15.
All right, we're going to see great stuff out of this kid, but he's going to race well tonight. Already started out with a W in the elimination. Let's hear it for Jackson Clary.
All right, now we got our semi-pro B elimination race. On the front, we got Steve Geerling. Sitting in sec, Willie Newey. Third place, that's Derek the Savage. Next up, Sawyer Colleen. On his wheel, Drew Laird. Next up, Ariella Coy. Right behind her, Amanda Gonzalez. Then we have Eric Buckhav.
Whenever he's done taking photos, I'll walk down on you. Ready?
Remember, riders, you cannot pass under. If a rider in front of you is below the red line, you cannot go under them. Unless you're a young Yuri Havoc. Then you can do whatever you want. Is that right, Levi Gaswin?
Riders, this is your elimination race. When the motor comes around on the apron, the whistle will be your command to start. You cannot go past the back of the motor till it pulls off the track. Riders, ready?
All right, and here we go. We got the motor back out there. This is the Motor City, Detroit. This is Mad Track Cycling, the Accelerator race. We're incorporating e-bikes into pretty much all of our races tonight. Gearling's on the front. Newey sitting in second. Buck having third on the position number 2 up high. Motor's going to start ramping up the tempo. When they come off, they're going to start taking them out. Derek Savage likes to ride from the back in this pack, in this race. I'll tell you what, I think it's stupid. Riding at the back from the very beginning of the race is dumb. You're wasting a bunch of energy. So I don't know why he's doing it, but that's what Savage does every time. So let's see if he can stick in. Watch that rider in the pink jersey. He's going to start at the back. He's going to try to take riders out each lap. He's going to try to stay until the end. Amanda Gonzalez going in down low. Good move by Amanda. Sawyer Colleen. Watch the back of the pack. Here comes the bell. Now Gonzalez pushing up onto the wheel of Newey. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Savage has to push over the top of Sawyer. Coming through turn 3 down low. Drew Laird trapped in. Amanda Gonzalez trapped in. It's going to be, oh, Gonzalez. Amanda Gonzalez. Gonzalez, you are eliminated. Not enough room. Amanda trapped in down low. Ariella Coy goes up and over. Now at the back is Derek Savage still. Amanda, you're out. Amanda. Sawyer needs to push over the top of Mr. Thursday Night, Eric Buckhav. Savage pushing. It's going to be close, and it's going to be Buckhav. Eric Buckhav, you are eliminated. Eric Buckhav. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see if Savage can do it again. Steve Gearling down low in that dangerous spot. Not a great spot to be pushed in. Let's see if he can push his way out. Drew Laird there 4 across. Steve Gearling's trying to find a spot. And it's going to be Gearling, Steve Gearling, you are eliminated. Nowhere to go. Trapped in. Now Will Newey pushing over the top of Ariel. Ariel holding her own. Savage at the back of the pack. Savage has to get all the way up and over. Sawyer Colleen, 10 years old out there. Make some noise for Sawyer Colleen. Put your hands together. Look at him going right to the front. There goes a 10-year-old off the front. And it's going to be Newey, Will Newey. You are eliminated. Newey's out on that one. Colleen to the front. All right, let's see what happens here with Derek Savage. Watching the back of the pack. Watch that pink jersey. Can he stay in it? He started at the back. Can he stay on the back? Sawyer now being overtaken. Might have been a little bit too early. Let's see if Sawyer can push it at the line. And it's going to be Sawyer Colleen. You are eliminated. Put your hands together for 10-year-old Sawyer Colleen. Can Savage stay in again? Derek Savage started at the back. I said it was a bad position, and he's made me eat my words. Savage needs to get up and over Drew Laird. Laird trying to get over Ariel. Ariel holding her own. Drew Laird's got a big push out the line, and it's going to be Laird, Drew Laird. You are eliminated. And we're down to 2 riders. Ariel Coy and Derek Savage. Savage going up the track. Go, Ariel. Go now. Go now. You gapped him. Here comes the bell when she comes around. Savage on her hip. Derek Savage chasing her down. Let's see if Savage can hold it off. Derek Savage picking it up. Ariel picking it up as well. She's going to pick up going through turn 2. They're shoulder to shoulder all the way to the line. Can Derek Savage stay away? Ariel Coy pushing at the line. Here we go all the way. Shoulder to shoulder, it's going to be. Oh, Ariel Coy getting the win. I told you, start at the back was a bad idea. Savage would have saved all that energy. Give it up for Derek Savage. Getting all those riders out. But the winner of that elimination race, Ariel Coy out of Indianapolis.
What's your last name again? By a smidge. By a rose petal. Shall I use that?
How do you get that strength back down?
Ariel. Well, that was close. Nice job. You won it by a rose petal. Congratulations. How'd it feel?
Hard, very hard. I didn't realize he was right on my shoulder, and then he scared me, actually.
Scared you into winning.
He scared me into winning.
Well, great job out there. We're happy to have you here. Continue to have a great night racing here at the Lexus Velodrome. It looks good on her, that rose. Let's hear it for Ariel Coy again.
That's actually a race tactic I use all the time, is to scare my opponents. Good job by Derek Savage. She saw the beard, saw Savage hammering, kept pedaling and taking the win. Give it up for Ariel. All right, now we got our junior elimination race. This is our young junior elimination race. We got Evie Alvarado, Lily Ofak, Jordan Khalil Carriga, Everett Jankowski, Xavier Ofak, Julian Jankowski, and on the motor, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, wait, that's Luke Cavender. My bad. Bruce Carlson giving our official instructions. And here we go, riders.
Riders, this is your elimination race, but it has a Kieran start. When the motor comes around, the whistle will be your command to roll. The motor will pull off coming out of turn 2 with a lap and a half to go. At that point, it's just a straight up elimination race. Riders ready?
All right, on the wheel, chase it down. Final elimination race of the night, and then we'll be getting into our Kieran races, and of course the Madison. Evie Alvarado out of Indianapolis, national champion on the front of the pack. Four to go for these juniors at the back. Julian Jankowski. Jankowski's going to have to get up and over Ofak. Ofak tied on the wheel of his brother, Everett Jankowski. Got a couple of brothers and sisters in this race. The Ofaks and the Jankowskis. Watch the back of the pack. Watch the back of the pack. So the reason behind the motor, when you're sitting on the draft, the rider on the front is doing 30% more work than the riders behind him. So that motor is breaking the wind. It's making it quite a bit easier for these other riders just to sit on and not do as much effort. Once the motor comes off, all of a sudden it's like hitting a wall of wind. And here comes the bell. All right, riders, pulling to the next lap. Evie Alvarado picking it up quick right off the bat. Julian Jankowski at the back of the pack. Alvarado pulls up. Jankowski at the back. Jankowski needs to get up and over Ofak. Ofak holding him off. It's going to be close, and it's going to be, Xavier Ofak, you are eliminated. Julian Jankowski able to stay on that wheel, draft right up and over the top. Now setting the tempo at the front of the pack is Lily Ofak. Julian Jankowski needs to get up and over his brother, Everett Jankowski. Everett pushing over, now down low, Jordan Khalil Kariga. Khalil Kariga trapped in. Is there enough time, enough room? Julian Jankowski trying to push it, and it's going to be, Julian Jankowski, you are eliminated. Nice push from Julian, but not quite enough room there. Everett Jankowski flicks his bike up the track. Jordan wants to be on that wheel. Lily now feeling the front effects of being on the front of the pack. Evie trying to push it over the top. Now Lily Ofak trapped in down low. Lily Ofak trying to get up and over these other riders. Pushing it all the way to the line. And on this one, it's going to be the rider off the back. Lily Ofak, you are eliminated. Down to 3 riders. Evie Alvarado on the front, the national champion out of Indy. Pulls up the track a little bit. Now Jordan Khalil Kariga trapped in. Khalil Kariga needs to push up and over. Everett Jankowski, can he hold him off? Evie Alvarado going up and down the track. Let's see what Khalil Kariga does. Does he have enough time left? Khalil Kariga out of the saddle with a big push over the top. Evie Alvarado trying to go with him. Whoa, all over the place. And it's going to be Evie Alvarado. You are eliminated. And we're down to 2 riders. Everett Jankowski on the front. Jordan Khalil Kariga at the back. They're going to see 2 to go. 2 to go, riders. All right, once we hear that bell, we need everybody in this building to start making some noise. Make some noise for these kids. Here we go. They're about to hear 1 to go. Everett Jankowski at the front. Jordan Khalil Kariga at the back. Let's go, 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 go. Jordan Khalil Kariga on the wheel of Everett Jankowski. Jankowski trying to hold him off. Jordan trying to push over the top. Everett trying to hold him down. They're shoulder to shoulder going into turn 3. All the way to the line. They got to keep pushing it. Everett getting over the top. Can Jordan get him? It's going to be close. It's going to go to Jordan Khalil Kariga. By a tire. Jordan getting the win.
He needed that. Good race, kids. Good race.
Let's go, hands together. Everett Jankowski out there on the front, putting in the work and getting him right at the line for the win of our junior elimination race. Jordan Khalil Kariga.
Jordan. How's it feel, Jordan?
Good.
At last. I told him he could do this, didn't I tell you that? Congratulations on a W in the elimination. Great racing out there. You have come a long way. How's it? Are you proud of yourself, I hope?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done a good job. Let's hear it for Jordan Khalil Kariga.
Big round of applause for Jordan. All right, next up, we have sort of a new event. This race is Craig's Coffee's Espresso Kieran. The way this race is going to work, it's going to be a 6-lap Kieran, 1,000 meters. That's 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer Kieran. We only got 3 riders up there, so we're doing a little different than a normal Kieran. Way it's going to go, the motor's going to get him up to speed fast. He's going to get him up to 31.5 miles an hour. That's 50 kilometers an hour in the first 3 laps. Cavender is going to pull off the track with 3 to go. Then those final 3 laps are going to be an all-out sprint for these riders. Right? We're doing 3 to go, correct? Someone want to confirm that? All right, there's going to be a heat. This is the first round of heats. 1 rider will advance to the finals. 1 rider will advance to the finals. We have Matt Giddings at the front in the blue, Martin Vecchio in the yellow, and Brendan Leary in the green. Here is our head official, Bruce Carlson, with the official instructions.
Riders, this is a 6-lap Kieran. When the motor comes around, Your command to roll will be the whistle.
All right, riders, and here we go.
Riders ready?
All right, they got to get right on the motor. Matt Giddings on the front. He's going to chase down that motor. Motor's starting off at 20, but it's going to pick up fast, take him to 32 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour in the first 3 laps. They're going from 0 to 32 miles an hour in just 3 laps. 5 to go, 5 to go. All right, 6 to go. 5 to go on this lap, 5 to go on this lap. Here we go, riders. Who's going to get the win? Who's going to get the win? Matt Giddings right now has got the advantage of sitting on the draft of the motor. Martin Vecchio sitting in second, but Brendan Leary's got a big push on him. 4 to go, 4 to go. They're up to 28 miles an hour. Picking it up now. The motor's about to come off. 30 miles an hour as they round through turn 2. 31 miles an hour, pulling off the track, coming up now at 32 miles an hour. Cavender's off the front, and the race is underway. Giddings at the front, checks his shoulder. Martin Vecchio sitting on the wheel still. Brendan Leary waiting for an attack to be made. Martin Vecchio sitting there. Matt Giddings shaking back. 2 to go, 2 to go. Right about now is the time. Someone's got to make the jump. Martin Vecchio opening up a small gap on Matt Giddings. Let's see if he can switch and finish over the top. And here comes Brendan Leary. Brendan Leary making the acceleration. Martin Vecchio wants to go. Giddings accelerating away. Off the front goes Matt Giddings. Matt Giddings going front, but here comes Brendan Leary. Brendan Leary in that green jersey going to get over the top of Giddings. Giddings pushing at the line, but here comes Leary. Leary pushing it all the way, and it's going to go to Matt Giddings advancing to the final. Matt Giddings.
No roses on this finish, but I want to quickly talk to Tim Potter here. Tim, tell us about how we're saying it wrong.
Oh, yes, the Kirin race is actually pronounced Kidding.
And he knows this because?
Well, I have a whole bunch of family members in Japan that raced for over the past 30 years or so, and they're all retired now, but they all raced Kidding for many years and made many millions of dollars.
Wow, millions of dollars in the Kirin, and somebody was a world champion.
Well, my father-in-law was national champion in 61 in Japan, and then he went to the world championships, but he was eliminated by a guy that had 7 world championships, so sadly he did not become the world champion.
But he was close. So thank you, Tim Potter. From Michigan State University, he runs a bike shop up there. What's the name of that, by the way?
MSU Bikes.
Well, there you go, MSU Bikes.
Shout out Michigan State, go green. I went to Michigan State. All right, and they're rolling around. 5 to go, 5 to go. I didn't even know the race started. On the front, that's Tim Bober. Sitting in second, Alex Wiesler. At the back is Will Zugabe. 4 to go. They're up to 28 miles an hour. Here we go, 30 as they come through on the home stretch. Cavender picking it up to 31, 31.5 coming through turn 2, all the way up to 32 miles an hour. It's about to start. Timbo slice out of Detroit. Can he hold off the 2 out-of-towners? Sitting in green, sitting in second is Wiesler. Out of Houston at the back, out of Indy, Will Zugabe. 2 to go, 2 to go. Can Bober hold him off? He needs to pick it up now. Now's the time to go. Bober looking back. Wiesler waiting for a move from Zugabe. Tim Bober on the front of the pack. Here comes Wiesler. Wiesler on his hip. Go, 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 go. Whoa, they're getting close. Wiesler making a move over Bober. Bober trying to hold him off. Now Zugabe trying to get over the top. Zugabe getting chased down Wiesler all the way to the line. And the winner of this heat is going to be Alex Wiesler. So, kind of the strategy for this race is you go for the win. If you don't think you're going to get it, like Tim Bober knew that wasn't happening after they came over the top, is just sit up, recover. We still got a lot of racing to go on. So these riders that don't make it to the final, that just means they're going to be have a little bit more energy for our big race at the end of the night, which is 120-lap Madison. So after these Kirins, which are short, super powerful, draining sprints, we're going to have a 120-lap race, 120-lap Madison for all these pro riders. And here we go. Next group is on the track. In the yellow jersey, we got Kyle Perry out of Indianapolis. Sitting in second, that's Craig Vittori out of Detroit. Craig's Coffee, Espresso Kieran, that's what this race is named after, that guy sitting in second. And at the back, the winner of the elimination race, James Hillier out of Colorado. Luke Cavender on the front, picking up that tempo. They got 5 to go, 26 miles an hour as they come through the home stretch. 26 miles an hour as they come through. Perry, the freight train, took second of that elimination race, knows how to keep the pain high. 4 to go, they're at 28 miles an hour. 29, 30 miles an hour as they come around. Hillier making his way over the top of Vittori. Motor's about to come off, Craig Vittori going to sit on the wheel of James Hillier. And here we go. On the front is Kyle Perry sitting in second. James Hillier pushed Craig's Coffee out of the way. Craig Vittori now chasing him down. Here we go. 2 to go. Let's see what happens here. Can Kyle Perry hold off James Hillier? Kyle Perry ramping it up. Looking back. They're going to hear the bell on the next lap. Vittori got a last-minute jump. Here goes Hillier. Hillier trying to get over the top of Perry. Perry trying to hold him off all the way to the line, shoulder to shoulder. This is going to be a close one. Whoa, and it's going to go to Hillier, James Hillier. Another big last-minute sprint for Hillier. And James Hillier will advance to the finals. Got a lot of Kieran racing going on tonight at Mad Track Cycling's Accelerator race. We're trying to figure out what different events we can do out here behind an electric bike. Switch it up, always innovating things here at the Lexus Velodrome, downtown Detroit. The only track like it in the world. The only track for sure in the United States that's anything similar to this place. If you want a track in your city, shoot us a call. We'll come out there. We'll build you one, put a dome together. Everything here was paid for by an angel donor. This whole place was built at no cost to the city of Detroit. On the motor, guys. Let's go. On the motor. This whole place was paid for by an angel donor. No cost to the city of Detroit. No cost. All of it is ran through the... All right, we're going to wait till these riders get back together. No operating cost. Everything's paid for from our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, Meade Lexus of Southfield, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor, as well as the Welland Company and the Children's Foundation. Also, our membership dues. Lexus Velodrome is funded by a nonprofit, the Detroit Fitness Foundation. A little bit of information about the Lexus Velodrome. It's a 166-meter track. That's a tenth of a mile. It's a tenth of a mile around. 15-degree bankings in the straightaways, 50-degree banking in the turns. So if you're here watching, feel free to walk around the top of the track, see how steep it really is out there. As we got Luke Cavender back on the motor, picking it up. That's Aaron Beebe on the front. Sitting in second, Detroit's own Nick Lawton. Beebe out of Indianapolis, Lawton out of Detroit. And at the back, Danny Summerhill out of Colorado. 4 to go. They're at 28 miles an hour. Cavender starting to pick up that tempo. Summerhill's got a big sprint, but so does Nick Lawton, who's going to take this sprint. The motor's about to come off. They're at 32 miles an hour coming through turn 4, and the race is on. Summerhill pushing over the top of Lawton. He wants to get up and over Beebe. He's trying to block in Nick Lawton. Lawton now has to back off the pedals. Nick Lawton now up on the hip of Summerhill. Here comes Lawton. Lawton with the big jump. Remember, only the first rider of this heat will advance to the finals. They're going to hear the bell when they come around. Bell lap coming up. All right, 1 to go. Aaron Beebe ramping it up. Danny Summerhill needs to push over the top. Summerhill got the jump. Nick Lawton trying to get there as well. Summerhill on the hip of Beebe. Beebe trying to hold him off. Summerhill and Beebe going for it. It's going to go to Aaron Beebe. Aaron Beebe and Danny Summerhill be racing on the same road team this year. That was just announced, along with Kyle Perry and a bunch of other heavy hitters. What a race. Give it up for Aaron Beebe taking that one. Summerhill making him work for it. All right. And now we're going to get into our semi-pro Kieran. Semi-pro Kieran's on this. One rider advances. One rider will advance from the semi-pro Kieran. Up next, we've got Johnny Blazovic, Jonathan Ramirez, and Cameron Coleman. Everyone's watching Cameron Coleman. He's got a big jump. Last race Johnny Blazovic's doing in the States is going back to Croatia. He teaches or does something over there. I don't know what he does. He said he lives right by the side of a mountain where they do a race up the side of a mountain. And he said it's like 25 minutes of just pure pain. Now he's racing on the track doing a Kieran, which is about 30 seconds of pure pain. About the exact opposite. 6 to go. That's Blazovic on the front. Ramirez in second. Cameron Coleman in third. Cameron Coleman, 15 years old, out of Detroit. I don't know how old these other two guys are. Jonathan Ramirez has been doing some ultra distance riding over the last month, putting in over 30 hours a week of riding. He's basically been doing a full-time job riding. Again, the exact opposite of a Kieran. 4 to go, 4 to go. Motor's coming off on the next lap. Up to 31 miles an hour, 32 and a half as they come through, and they're at 50 kilometers an hour. Johnny Blazovic on the front as the motor comes off the race. Here we go. Ramirez needs to go. What's Coleman going to do at the back? Watch Cameron Coleman, the junior, at the back. He's got a big jump. Let's see what Coleman can do. They got 2 to go, 2 to go. Ramirez pushing over the top of Blazovic. Coleman up high. Here we go. Here comes the bell. Cameron Coleman. Whoa! Nice save by Ramirez. Bumping elbows. Cameron Coleman pushing it. And it's going to be Coleman. Cameron Coleman. And a great job by Jonathan Ramirez. Keeping it upright. Got some speed wobbles. Might have been a little bit of elbow touch in there. And the Kieran, you can get away with bumping people as long as you keep your hands on the handlebars. Pretty much anything's legal in the Kieran. Cameron Coleman says, I practice this all the time. Give it up for the 15-year-old Cameron Coleman. Dale Hughes, put your headphones on. Headphones on. All right, next up. We got Jankowski, Brian Jankowski. Let's go, Nell. You're missing one, Cavender. You're missing one. Better get up there, Donnell. Is this race starting? You're not together. Luke, you're not together. I don't know what's going on here. Still 5 to go. What's going on? We starting the race? What's going on here? Restart. All right, we're going to have a restart on that race. All right, Nell, you better get ready. You get one restart after that. After that, you're DQ'd, so. Next 3 riders, get ready. Put your headphones on, Dale. Headphones, Dale Hughes, headphones on. Somebody down there, tell Dale to put his headphones on. Levi. Thank you. Get young Yuri Havoc down there. Thanks, Yuri. It's weird because he's actually older than Yuri Havoc. And if you don't know who Yuri Havoc is, look him up. Right now he's the top Madison rider in the world. All right, here we go. We got them all together. Brian Jankowski on the front. Michael Hartrick sitting in second. Donnell Anderson at the back. Remember, only one advances. Donnell made us wait, so we better win. Jankowski. all the way in that arrow position. 4 to go. They're at 28 miles an hour, picking up that tempo. 30 miles an hour coming into turn 2. Donnell Anderson drafting off the back of the pack. Let's see what he does here. Anderson's got a big jump. 3 to go, 3 to go. Anderson going early. Jankowski out of the saddle. Donnell Anderson trying to push up and over. Going to be, whoa, Jankowski coming out of the sprinter's lane. Let's see, Donnell Anderson picking it up. Nell needs to push it now. Here we go, 1 to go, 1 to go. Can Donnell Anderson push over the top of Jankowski? Jankowski riding away with it. Donnell Anderson not with enough left in his legs. And it's going to go to Brian Jankowski. All right, next 3 riders. Let's get rolling.
So Dave Hicken, who's in this heat, brought out a picture from the past. His great-great-grandfather raced the Kieran 100 years ago. We're going to catch up with Dave after this race.
Dave Hicken has family members that have raced the Kieran over 100 years ago. How old does that make Dave? We're not going to say anything. Dave Hicken on the front of the pack. Coach Dave, he's out here. He'll yell at you. Sitting in second, Sinead Miller. And at the back, that's Levi Gaswint. You might have mixed him up with Yuri Havoc. That's totally normal. It's because of the helmet and the speed. 5 to go, riders. 5 to go. 27 miles an hour coming through turn 2. Slowly picking up that tempo. 28 miles an hour as they pull into turn 1. Cavender leading them out. 30 miles an hour. And here we go, 32 miles an hour, the motor's off. Hicken on the front, Miller in second. Gaswin in third. Everyone's sitting on, waiting for that move to be made. Dave Hicken checking his shoulder. Gaswin wants to see what Sinead Miller's going to do. Miller now trying to get up on the hip of Hicken. 2 to go, 2 to go. Pushing it to the line. Gaswint now trapped in. Gaswint needs to get up and over. Here we go. Top rider advances. First place rider advances. Sinead Miller making a move over the top of Hicken. But here comes Gaswint. Gaswint getting push over Miller. Miller pushing to the line. And the rider advance is going to be Miller. Sinead Miller will advance to the finals. All right. Give it up for Miller. All right, I highly suggest you go out front to K-Dubs, get the Philly cheesesteak, but have her make it without the wrap. It's awesome. She's got a bunch of other sandwiches. The chicken shawarma's bomb. Best thing you get about the chicken shawarma is you order it and then don't eat it till tomorrow because the garlic mayo tastes even better the next day. As our next riders are getting up on the track, the bar's open. Go on down to the bar. Put 4 shots of Jameson on your tab for the announcer. I'll happily drink them after the races. I'll do all 4 in a row, so I feel good. And Blake Beto on the front. Sitting in second, Roger Wynn. At the back, Jackson Cleary. Only 1 rider advances to the finals. 1 rider will advance to the finals. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Clary's got a long distance to cover. Got to go from the back to the front. Blake Beto's got a big jump. Three to go. They're at 32 miles an hour. The motor's about to come off. Let's see what happens here. Is Jackson Clary on a different bike? So he got 2 bikes. Is this Kieran bike? 2 to go, 2 to go. On the front is Beto. Beto's going to have to wind it out now. Here comes the bell lap. Roger Wynn letting the gap open. Jackson Cleary needs to get over the top. Here goes Beto. Beto, can he hold him off? Jackson Cleary picking it up. Blake Beto on the pedals. They're about to be shoulder to shoulder coming through the turn. Cleary on the pedals. Can Beto hold him off? Cleary accelerating over the top, and it's going to go to, oh, Cleary. Jackson Cleary at the line. The junior with a big push. Remember, Kieran Racing, as long as you keep your hands on the handlebars, you can throw elbows, you can headbutt. We actually prefer to see some headbutting because it's way more fun. You can do the ludicrous move and throw them bows. All right, next three riders, next three riders. Top rider advances, top rider advances.
John,
All right,
I've
on
got,
the wheel. On the motor, get on the motor.
so we've got Dave Hicken over here. Dave, tell us a little bit about your history.
So my grandfather on my mother's side was a professional journey racer, which is racing behind motorcycles on the velodrome in Europe in the 1920s and 30s.
And he did this where?
In Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, basically anywhere he could ride to.
And what were their helmets made of?
Either very thin aluminum or tortoise shell.
Okay, that's your fun fact. You can take it to the bar.
All
Thank
right.
you, Dave Hicken. You're always exciting.
All right, Ariel Coy on the front. Derek Savage in second. Drew Laird in the back. Remember, only one will advance to the finals. Only one will advance to the finals. Motor's about to come off. They're at 32 miles an hour. Drew Laird got a big jump. He's a sprinter. Ariel saw what Savage could do in the last elimination race. It came down to Savage and Ariel. 2 to go, 2 to go, 2 to go. Everybody waiting for that move. Who's going to make the first jump? Who's going to make that first effort? Savage looking over his shoulder. It's about to be 1 to go, 1 to go. Derek Savage trying to push over the top of Ariel. Ariel now out of the saddle. Drew Laird to the back. Savage is going to go down and take that black line over. Whoa, Drew Laird up and down the track. Savage pulling away. And the winner of this heat's going to be Savage, Derek Savage, advancing to the finals. Oh, top two go to the finals. So, excuse me, Savage and Ariel will advance. Savage and Ariel will advance. I think she got second. To be honest, I stopped looking. I was right. All right. Let's go. Next three riders, get it together. Top two will advance. We got 4 riders in this heat. 4 riders in this heat. Top two will advance to the final. Then we get into our junior race. All right, and they're on the track. So after these heats, do we jump right into the finals for the pros? So no break for these riders. Right after these heats, we're going to jump right into the finals. That's on the front. That's Amanda Gonzalez. Sitting in second, Eric Buckhav. Third, Will Newey. And at the back, Steve Geerlings. That's the onboard footage of Amanda Gonzalez off of the motor. 4 to go. They're at 28 miles an hour as they pass the home stretch. 28 miles an hour up to 30 miles an hour in turn 2. 31.5 as they come through the back stretch. The motor's about to come off at 32 miles an hour. And here we go. We got 3 to go. 3 to go. Buckhav trying to get over the top of Gonzalez. Gonzalez holding her line. Will Newey down low, trapped in. Buckhav trying to push over the top. 2 to go. Steve Geerlings trying to get over the top of Buckhav. Shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. Got to hold that line. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. Buckhav pushing Geerlings. Gearling's pushing over the top there, 3i. Here we go all the way to the line. Top two will advance. Top two will advance. Eric Buckhav coming over the top. Steve Gearling's trying to go. Will Newey trying to get over the top. And it's going to go to Buckhav and Gearlings. Buckhav and Gearlings will advance. And into our juniors, into our juniors. Top two riders from our junior field will advance as well. Top two riders advancing for these next junior Kierans. On the front is Lily Ofak. Second place, Xavier Ofak. Third, Julian Jankowski. And at the back, Evie Alvarado. If you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you press that share button. Four to go for these riders when they come around. 4 laps to go when they come around. That's the onboard camera of Lily Ofak. Luke Cavender picking up the speed. 4 to go. The motor's coming off on this lap. Still leading it out is Lily Ofak. Ofak down low. Xavier Ofak sitting in second. Jankowski, Julian trying to get over the top. Evie Alvarado sitting at the back. She knows she just has to get over 2 riders for her to advance. Let's see what happens here. Motor's coming off right now with 2 to go, 2 to go, and the motor is off of the race. Here we go. Lily Ofak winding it out. Evie Alvarado up at the blue line. Evie needs to push over the top. Can she chase down over the top of these other juniors? Julian Jankowski trying to hold him off. Xavier Ofak on the pedals. All the way to the line, all the way to the line. Xavier Ofak trying to hold off Julian Jankowski, and it's going to go to Lily Ofak and Evie Alvarado. The two ladies, our 2 junior women advancing to the finals. All right, one more junior race, one more junior qualification, and then we're getting to our pro Kieran final, along with all our semi-pro Kieran final, A and B, and our junior Kieran final. These juniors getting no break, going to get right back into it. Remember, we're back tomorrow night at 7:30 for day 2 of Mad Track Cycling Accelerator 2-day race. Then after that, we're back in 2 weeks for a Saturday Night Rumble. Number 73, I believe. A week after that, Saturday Night Rumble, number 74. And then the finale of our season in March, the March 13th and 14th, I believe. The championship races here at the Lexus Velodrome. All right, our last qualifier, 2 of these riders will advance. We have Everett Jankowski on the front. Jordan Khalil Kariga sitting in second. Sawyer Colleen at the back. Khalil Kariga won the elimination race. 4 to go, 4 to go. Motor's coming off with 2 to go. Here it comes. Picking up that speed. They're at 27 miles an hour as Cavender pulls through. They're going to see 3 to go at the line, 3 to go at the line. Motor's coming off on the next lap for these juniors in this junior qualifier. Picking it up. Jankowski still on the front. Everett Jankowski is going to be leading it out. He's going to see 2 to go. Sawyer Killeen starting to make a move over the top. Jordan Khalil Kariga wants to match that acceleration for Sawyer Killeen. Killeen now picking up the pace. Jordan Khalil Kariga tightened his wheel. Everett Jankowski holding off the front position. Here comes the bell. 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. Let's see what happens. 2 riders advance. The top 2 will advance. Jordan Khalil Kariga, can he get over the top? I don't think there's enough time. And it's going to go to Jankowski and Killeen. Everett Jankowski and Sawyer Killeen will advance to the final. Mike Fraser watching from Huntersville, North Carolina. Guy Colgrove knew Luke Cavender was going to win all these races tonight. That's right, Luke Cavender out there. Macho Man Luke Cavender. I came up with that one, Sean Adamski. I don't care what you posted on Facebook. All right, we got our Craig's Coffee Espresso Kieran final for the pros. If you want some coffee, you got to go to 412 Peterborough. It's about a half a mile away from here. Go straight down Mac. You turn left on Cass, then right on Peterborough. Best coffee in the USA. All roasted in downtown Detroit by a bike racer, by Craig Vittori. Craig Vittori, professional bike racer, part-time coffee roaster. Give it up for Craig's Coffee. He might have some samples if you go over and talk to him. We'll give you a cup of coffee so you can stay up till 4 in the morning. You'll be so hyped up from watching bike races, you're just going to want to watch old episodes of American Gladiator to calm down. As we got our pros up to the line, pro riders, the Kieran final. The Espresso Kieran final by Craig's Coffee. James Hillier is going to lead it out. In second, Matt Giddings. Third, Aaron Beebe. And at the back, Alex Wiesler. This is a 4-man final. Whoever crosses the line in first place will be the big winner for our pros. This is about to be a fast bike race here, folks. We got 3 finals, and then we're getting into our Madison racing. Pro 120-lap Madison, followed by a semi-pro 80-lap Madison, and then some other races. I don't know what they are. What are the other races? Semi-pro unknown distance.
That was me. I changed it.
All right, and our pro Kieran final about to go down.
Riders ready. Oh.
We're going to do one more lap. Got to warm up that electric motor. Make sure it's ready to get up to speed there. Cavender's just checking his hair, making sure the ponytail is going to flow real nice in the wind here. He's got to look good for the photos. Look at that Macho Man Luke Cavender on the electric bike. All right, riders.
Ready.
All right, here they go. The final for our pro Kieran. On the front, James Hillier. Second place, Matt Giddings. Third, Aaron Beebe. Alex Wiesler at the back. We got Colorado. We got England. We got Indianapolis. And we got Houston. That's all the different cities these riders just flew in from to race here in downtown Detroit. 5 to go, 5 to go. Remember, the motor comes off with 3 to go. 27 miles an hour as they come through turn 2. Cavender going to start picking up that tempo. Going to take them up to 50 kilometers an hour. Right now they're at 40K as they come through turn 1, picking up that pace. The motor's about to come off the track. 31 miles an hour, 31 miles an hour, now up to 50 kilometers an hour, 50K, and the motor's off the track. Hillier at the front, sitting on his wheel. Aaron Beebe making a move over the top. Beebe wants to go early. Hillier's attacking. Weisler going with Beebe. Beebe wants the early jump. Beebe, the time trialer, picking up the tempo, but James Hillier's got to jump. Weisler on his pedals. Here we go. One to go, one to go. Can Aaron Beebe hold him off? Let's make some noise for these riders. Beebe on the front. Here comes Hillier and Weisler. Weisler and Hillier all the way. They're 3 across. All the way to the line of the winner of the Pro Karen, Aaron Beebe. Making that big jump early, getting the win. All right. Let's go. Let's make some noise for the winner of our Pro Kieran. Won his heat, then won the final of Indianapolis. Aaron Beebe. Dale, headphones on. Somebody tell Dale to put his headphones on. Savage.
Aaron Beebe. It looked like you wanted to win that race.
Say again?
It looked like you wanted to win that race.
I sure did. It's been a second since I got to come up here, grab a flower, and talk to you, so I had to get back up here.
We're glad you're here. That was quite spectacular, your move on the home stretch, back stretch that was. Is that planned, or you just said, I'm going?
No, it was planned. Based on how all the heats turned out, it really seemed like you wanted to go sooner than later. If you wait until 2 to go, pretty much all these guys are quick enough to nuke it for a lap or two. So I figured I'll go early and see how it goes.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that insight. Let's hear it for Aaron Beebe. We'll see him again in the Madison.
All right, and here is the final for our semi-pro A's, final race. Final Kieran for our semi-pro A's. We have Brian Jankowski. Remember, all these riders won their heat. We got Brian Jankowski on the front, Cameron Coleman sitting in second, Sinead Miller in third, and Jackson Clary at the back. Oh, let's get a big shout out to Doug Granby. Happy birthday, Doug Granby. It's another year older, Doug. You're another year older. You made it. All right, here we go, riders.
Riders ready.
All right, let's go. Pick it up, pick it up. Jankowski on the front. Coleman in second, Miller in third, Clary at the back. Remember, this motor's going to get up to speed quick. Clary's got a lot of room to cover. 6 to go, riders, 6 to go. Jankowski won it from the front in the last race. Cameron Coleman with the big jump. Jankowski scaring Donnell Anderson off the track. He scared Donnell Anderson right into a jacket and a hat. 4 to go, 4 to go. They're at 27 miles an hour, picking up that tempo. 28 miles an hour as they come into turn 1. Cavender picking it up, 30 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. Cameron Coleman sitting in second, 32 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour. Here we go, Jankowski on the front. Coleman trying to hold him off. Miller sitting in third. Who's going to make that jump? Jackson Clary at the back. 2 to go, 2 to go. Don't wait too long. Cameron Coleman checking his shoulder. Clary coming over the top. Cameron Coleman out of the battles. Whoa! Shoulder to shoulder. Here goes Cameron Coleman, but Jackson Clary's on his wheel. Jackson Clary trying to chase down Coleman. Cameron Coleman on the front. Get Coleman, hold him off. And the winner of our semi-pro A, Kieran. Craig's Coffee Espresso Kieran, winner, Cameron Coleman.
Nice race. I think I'll start it out. It's been a minute since you've been up.
Big round of applause for Cameron Coleman. Indy Cycleplex shouting out Matt Giddings. Matt Giddings has got his own pizza special, I hear. Hey, Matt Giddings, what's that pizza special called at the Pizza Boys in Indy? Just ask for that Matt Giddings. Get you hooked up.
Cameron Coleman, it's good to see you at the finish line, number 1. Congratulations. How'd it feel?
Good.
Somebody helps.
What could you have done differently?
Got behind Jackson.
Got behind Jackson, and then what?
Just follow him.
All right. Well, you had a pretty good wheel there. Let's hear it for Cameron Coleman. He'll be back again in the Madison. Been training hard out here at the Lexus Velodrome. Nice work, Cameron.
All right, we got a second. We got to wait a second. Steve Gearling's pulled his wheel. He's got to fix his bike. While we're waiting, we want to give a shout out to Motor City Street Dance Academy. I think we got some of those people here, the Motor City Street Dance Academy. Breaking it down here at the Lexus Velodrome. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see you guys get up on turn 1. Do a backslide across turn 1, head spin in turn 4. Let's see what you can do over there as Gearling's getting up to the track. Steve Gearling's putting out too much power, pulling his wheel. All right, this is our final semi-pro B final for the Kieran. We got Steve Gearling on the front, Derek Savage sitting in second place, Ariel Coy in third, and at the back, Eric Buckhav. Winner takes all. After this, we'll be getting into
riders ready.
After this, we're getting into our Pro Madison race. Pro Madison race coming up next. Let's get on that wheel, chase that wheel down. Gearlings trying to push that big gear. 6 to go, riders, 6 to go. Eric Buckhouse says, I don't want to be stuck at the back. Starts pushing his way up and over the front. Says, maybe not. I'll hop back on that wheel. 5 to go for these riders. 5 to go for these riders. Steve Gearling still on the front. Gearling setting that tempo. Gearlings was a regular at the International Velodrome at Bloomer Park in Rochester until he moved to Arizona or somewhere. I don't know, somewhere warm. But you know where's warm? Detroit in February, the warmest place you could be. Pretty awesome. It's even warmer here inside the Lexus Velodrome. 4 to go. The motor's about to come off. The motor's about to come off. Gearling checking his shoulder. They're at 32 miles an hour, and the motor is off. We got 3 to go. 3 to go. Gearling's holding that tempo. He's got to stay in that sprinter's lane. Savage trying to push up and over the top. Savage wants to go early. 2 to go. 2 to go. Here we go. It's a drag race. Ariel Coy going with Derek Savage. Savage trying to get over the top of Gearlings. Derek Savage going to see 1 to go. Savage, can he stay away? Derek Savage off the front. Derek Savage pushed it to the line. Ariel Coy trying to chase him down. Can Derek Savage stay away? And the winner of the semi-pro B Kieran final, Derek Savage. Give it up for Savage.
Derek Savage, nice job out there. How's it feel?
Tiring.
Tiring, that's all? You still got a Madison to go, don't you?
I know. I was telling myself I was going to conserve, but I'm having too much fun.
Having too much fun? You had a chance for a win. You had to take it, right?
Had to.
Nice work out there. Derek Savage with the W.
Big round of applause for Savage. Derek Savage getting the win. Now we got our young juniors. Final for the juniors. Final for the juniors. And then we'll get into our 120 lap pro Madison.
Riders ready.
All right, and here they go. On the front is Lily Ofak. Second place, Sawyer Colleen. Third, Evie Alvarado. And at the back, Everett Jankowski. All right. All right, Lily Ofak on the front still. Sawyer Colleen sitting in second. Here we go. They're up to 28 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour with the juniors. These pulling off with 2 to go. All right. Once the motor comes off, everybody in here needs to make some noise for these kids. This is the junior Kieran final. On the front, Lily Ofak. Second is Sawyer Colleen. Third, Evie Alvarado. At the back, Everett Jankowski. Here we go. 2 to go. 2 to go. Let's make some noise for these riders. Sawyer Colleen making a move over the top of Lily Ofak. Evie Alvarado going with her. Everett Jankowski at the back. Everett needs to push it. Sawyer Colleen making a move. 1 to go. Let's go. Make some noise. Go, 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 go. All the way. Sawyer Colleen on the front. Evie Alvarado chasing him down. Everett Jankowski trying to get over the top, of the winner of our junior Kieran final, Sawyer Colleen. Next up is our main event coming up right now. This is the 120 lap Madison. This is our big race of the night. And let's get Sawyer Colleen to the line.
Sawyer Colleen, it's good to see you. It's been a day. How you doing?
Good.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You've been racing hard tonight, raced in that elimination. How was that for you? You were the smallest, youngest guy out there. Was that intimidating?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sawyer Colleen, winner of the Kieran for the juniors. Good work out there. Also the record holder for the 500 meter, I think it is.
Let's get a big round of applause for Sawyer Colleen. 10 years old. He is the junior national 500 meter national record holder. He set a record out here about a month ago. Fastest 10-year-old in the country right there. So this is the Madison. The way this race works is the riders on the home stretch are going to dive down. They'll be at the black line. They're going to be in the race. They are the ones that are racing. Their teammates are going to be hanging out above the blue line. They're going to be on recovery. They're taking it easy. When the rider at the black line catches up with the rider at the blue line rider will dive down the track. They will grab hands and they will Madison exchange or Madison sling their partner into the race. This is going to happen about every 2 laps from each team throughout the race. Also, you're going to hear some bells. The first bell is going to mean the race is out of control. After that, every other bell will indicate a sprint. We're going to see sprints every 20 laps. So a sprint at 101, a sprint at 81, sprint at 61, sprint at 41, sprint at 21, and a final sprint with 1 to go. That final sprint will be worth double points. Points for this race are 5, 3, 2, and 1. 5, 3, 2, and 1 with double points on the final sprint. So not only these riders got to be going as hard as they can for 120 laps out here, they got to do some math. So let's go to our head official, Bruce Carlson, and get our main event underway.
Riders, this is your 120 lap Madison. 120 lap Madison. Your bell laps are 101, 81, 61, 41, 21, and 1. Points are 5, 3, 2, 1. Double points on the final sprint. If you lap the field, it's plus 10. If you get lapped by the field, it's minus 10. First few laps will be under control. There'll be a single bell to take you out of control. Does not mean slow, it just means no attacks. Riders ready?
All right, and they're rolling. This is Mad Track Cycling at the Lexus Velodrome in downtown Detroit, the Pro Madison. This race is about to be super fast. If you want to try riding the track, you can sign up online, 40 bucks. 40 bucks gets you a coach, gets you a bike, gets you out there riding the track. You start to like it, you buy a membership. You buy a membership that we have workouts pretty much every night of the week. We can turn anybody into a bike racer. All it takes is putting in the effort. We're always looking for new racers, and they're rolling around right now. The race is neutralized. We're going to let everyone get an exchange in. Everyone will get an exchange before the race starts. And here's our first exchange for Team Yellow, Martin Vecchio and Kyle Perry. Perry and Vecchio making their first exchange. Now at the back of the pack, James Hillier and Craig Battori making their exchange in the black jerseys. Danny Summerhill and Tim Bober making exchange in the red jerseys. Nick Lawton and Aaron Beebe in the silver making their exchange. And here's Matt Giddings and Will Zugabe making their first exchange as the green team. Weissler and Leary about to make an exchange. High exchange for green. Zugabe's going to have to fit in underneath. And all the teams have made an exchange. Spread it out on recovery riders. Spread it out on recovery riders. Yellow and red are backwards. Yellow and red are backwards. Not paying attention there. And they're going to make up for it right here. Kyle Perry making that exchange. Tim Bober coming in. Team Silver at the back of the pack with the high exchange. The race is out of control, riders. Here we go. 113 to go, 113 to go. Giddings coming in for Zugabe. Remember, we're going to hear the bell, first bell at 101. Weissler looking for Brennan Leary. Leary throwing him in. Weissler slow and moving up. James Hillier and Craig Battori sitting at the back of the pack. A lot of sprints in this race. This really comes down to the final sprint most of the time unless someone can lap the field. Lapping the field gets you 10 points. So if you can go off the front and lap the field, you go up 10 points. Summerhill pulls off the front. Nick Lawton with a big throw from his partner. Zugabe looking for an exchange. Leary looking for his partner as Vecchio on the hip in the yellow jersey. Brendan Leary in the green getting arrow. Leary about to go race in Arizona next week or somewhere in the south. I think it's Arizona. And Hillier picking up the tempo, taking a flyer early. Here comes Kyle Perry. High exchange for Tim Bober and Danny Summerhill. Aaron Beebe looking for Nick Lawton. Hillier picking up the tempo, but slowing it down a little bit. And here we go. Kyle Perry says, let's keep the heat on. High exchange. Whoa, green split in that exchange. Black coming in. Zugabe looking for Giddings. Riders are all over the place. Kyle Perry picking up that tempo. Summerhill coming in for Bober. Bober throwing in Summerhill. Vecchio coming in for Perry. Vecchio picking up the acceleration. They got a sprint coming up at 101. Bell lap at 101. We got a small split to the silver and the blue team. Vecchio on the front, keeping the tempo high. Green misses their exchange. Hillier comes in for Vittori. Weisler on a double pull. 102, sprint lap coming up. They're cruising, coming in hot, coming in hot. Kyle Perry coming in for Vecchio. James Hillier on the front. Here comes the bell. First sprint is underway. James Hillier off the front. Tim Bober trying to get over the top of Kyle Perry. And points are going to go. Black. Ooh, yellow, red, green, silver, and blue. Zugabe chasing with Giddings as Craig Vittori on the front, slowing the tempo down, letting the group pick back together. Kyle Perry about to throw in Martin Vecchio. Danny Summerhill on his hip. Brendan Leary going up and over. Leary fresh off of Weisler's double pull. 98 to go, riders. 98 to go. Chasing him down, Nick Lawton. Matt Giddings having to go way over the top, and Giddings closing down that gap. And it looks like all of our teams are going to get back together. But now Team Green going to the front. Is Green going to take a flyer? Giddings and Zugabe need to close down that gap and get on the wheel. And Zugabe and Giddings are back in it. Green pulls up the track. Here comes Tim Bober for Danny Summerhill. Eyes up, riders. Right now, silver and blue are tied with fifth with 0 points. Team Green sitting in fourth with 1 point. Team Red sitting in third with 2 points. Team Yellow in second with 3 points. And Team Black in the lead with 5 points. We got a lot of sprints left in this race. Still anyone's race. Leary looking for a way in. Team Green. Eyes up, riders. All right. Brendan Leary telling his partner, I don't need another double pull. Leary in the race. Danny Summerhill pushing to the front. And here goes a big move from the Team Red. Team Big Red. Danny Summerhill and Tim Bober pushing off the front, but trying to match that speed is Martin Vecchio and Nick Lawton. Here comes Craig Vittori, Brendan Leary picking it up off the front. Summerhill. Here comes Tim Bober. They want a lap. This is what Tim Bober loves to do. Push it hard off the front. Here comes Kyle Perry. Kyle Perry, the freight train, can make him work. BB about to come in for Nick Lawton. Craig Vittori into the race, filling in that gap. Off the front is Team Red. Tim Bober. Bober trying to hold him off. They got a sprint coming up at 81. Can Team Red stay off the front until then? Here comes Summerhill. Summerhill's made that initial move. He wants to stay away. Danny Summerhill on the front. Chasing him down is Vecchio. Brendan Leary coming in for Weisler. Giddings coming in for Zugabe. Vecchio in for Perry. Here comes the exchange for BB and Lawton. Lawton in. James Hillier looking for Craig Vittori. Still off the front is Team Red. Tim Bober looking for his partner, Danny Summerhill. I think Red might be able to stay away. Let's see if Bober's got the legs. Tim Bober needs to hold him off as his teammate on the road. Craig Vittori's chasing him down. Here comes Weisler. Weisler coming in. Kyle Perry coming in. So's Aaron Beebe. We got 3 fast riders coming in the race. Off the front is Tim Bower. He sees 83 to go. 83 to go, but here goes Aaron Beebe. Aaron Beebe flying over the top. Summerhill coming in for the Team Red. 82. Summerhill needs to hold him off. Aaron Beebe picking up the pace. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Coming in hot, riders. Let's see if Summerhill can stay away on the front. Danny Summerhill, but chasing him down. Team Silver and Team Black. Nick Lawton into the race. Hillier looking for Vittori. And the points are going to go Team Red, Team Silver, Team Black, Team Yellow, Team Green. That's going to switch up the points. And Tim Bober and the red team sits up. Bober looking for a wheel to hop onto. Lawton sticking up. Let's go, Bober. Now's the time to go. They're sitting up. Tim Bober, can he keep the pressure on? The rest of the pack sitting up. Everybody else wants someone else to make the move. Bober and Summerhill off the front. They're pulling away. Danny Summerhill on the front. James Hillier pulls up. Aaron Beebe looks across. He sees Danny Summerhill. He knows he's got to go now. It's now or never. And Team Red, half a lap up. Over half a lap up. Team Red's about to see the back end of the pack. Weisler at the front. Team Red, Tim Bober coming in hot. Summerhill and Bober about to see the back. Brendan Leary on the front of the pack. Leary picking up the tempo. Here comes Craig Battori. Team Red seeing the tail end of the field. Can Bober lap the field? Tim Bober and Danny Summerhill going for the lap. Here comes Summerhill. They got 3/4 of a lap on them. Let's see what happens. Is the rest of the field going to pick it up? Whoa, it's kind of all over the place. And look at this, Danny Summerhill chasing on. Team Red about to lap the field. Tim Bober hoping they catch on. Danny Summerhill catching on. Bober says take a double. And look at that, Team Red has lapped the field. Give it up for Team Red. Danny Summerhill and Detroit's own Tim Bober going up 10 points. We got a sprint coming up at 61. A lot of exchanges happening here. Looks like the tempo's sitting up a little bit. They're helping out Team Red, letting it slow down a little bit. Team Red needs that second of recovery. Kyle Perry pushing up high. Here comes Bober for Summerhill. Team Red's got to stay on that wheel. Accelerating away. Kyle Perry, here comes Martin Vecchio, 65. 65 to go. Bober's got to hang on to that wheel. Still anyone's race. Here comes Summerhill for Tim Bober. 63 to go. Team Yellow's getting caught by Silver and Black. Here comes Craig Battori. James Hillier telling Battori, you got to go now. Battori sitting on. I don't know if that was a good move. Now Battori pushing over the top of the green team. He splits the exchange. Craig Battori making a move for it. 62 to go. Summerhill on the wheel. Here comes BB. Battori on the front. But Kyle Perry chasing him down. Kyle Perry on the pedals. Team Yellow and Team Black are shoulder to shoulder. Coming over the top is going to go. Oh, Team Silver taking the win. Team Yellow getting second. Black in third, Red in fourth. Silver getting Yellow at the line. Let's see what those points go to. The points have just changed. Who's leading the race? Team Blue and Team Green hurting off the back. Bober needs to close down that gap. Danny Summerhill throwing in Tim Bober. Bober onto the wheel of Nick Lawton. Whoa! Alex Weisler diving up and down the track. Zoo Gabe staying on the pedals. Here comes Vecchio. Coming in is Battori. High exchange for the black team. Making that exchange through. Battori needs to get on that wheel. No one wants to pull Tim Bober of the red team back to the front. And points are Team Blue sitting in 6th place. Team Green in 5th place. Team Yellow with 7 points in 4th. Team Silver in 3rd place with 8 points. Team Black sitting in 2nd with 9 points. And the leaders on the track lapping the field. Team Red, Danny Summerhill and Tim Bober. This is an omnium for tonight and tomorrow, so whoever gets the most points over the 2 days will be the winner. Lapping the field is big out here. Hillier looking for his partner, Battori. Aaron Beebe checking the scoreboard as he comes through the home stretch. He sees he's sitting in third place. 1 point down from second. 9 points down from the lead. If Team Red can stay in this race, it's going to be hard for anyone to beat them. As Hillier pulls up the track, everyone follows suit. No one wants to pull on the front of the pack. 52 to go, 52 to go. James Hillier blocking in Summerhill. Summerhill saying, don't worry, Bober, take a double. Craig Vittori coming in for Hillier. 49 to go at the line, 49 to go at the line. Remember, we got a sprint at 41, sprint at 41. These guys have been out here working hard all night. We're back tomorrow. We want to thank our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, Meade Lexus of Southfield, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. And Team Green taking a flyer, going off the front, Alex Wiesler. Wiesler says, I need some points. Now's the time to get them. Picking up that tempo. Here comes Kyle Perry for Martin Vecchio. Tight on the wheel of James Hillier is Tim Bober. Bober hanging on by the grit of his teeth. Brendan Leary coming in the race. Nick Lawton trying to get to Aaron Beebe. Aaron Beebe coming in. We got a sprint coming up in 5 laps. Here comes Danny Summerhill. Summerhill's in. Kyle Perry chasing him down. Matt Giddings on the pedals as well. Still off the front is Team Green. Team Green leading off the front, Brendan Leary. Here comes Craig Vittori. Vittori on the wheel of Summerhill. Aaron Beebe chasing him down. Team Green on the front, 44 to go. Can they stay away for the next 4 laps? I don't know. It's a long time to be out there. Here comes Wiesler. Wiesler coming in for Brendan Leary as Team Silver catches on. Double exchange. Red and whoa, what's going on here? Silver misses their exchange. Bober coming in for Summerhill. Bober needs to push it. 42. Sprint on the next lap. Bell on the next lap. Silver, black, and red are fighting it out. Here we go. Sprint lap coming up. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Whoa! James Hillier making that exchange. Team Red's got to go over. Oh, Team Green getting confused. Points are going black, silver, red. But Team Black's going off the front. They got to go now. Team Red's got to go now. Craig Vittori's going to go for a lap. Let's go, Vittori. Makes a noise for Craig's coffee off the front. Let's go, Craig. Can Craig Vittori stay away? Aaron Beebe on a double pole. A lot of confusion in that last sprint. Above the blue, Wiesler. Team Green missed their exchange. Now they went from being off the front to off the back. Black, silver, and red are the leaders on the track. Yellow, blue, and green trying to chase them down. Hillier pulls off. Wiesler coming in for Leary. Nick Lawton looking for Beebe. Let's see if Green's got a last-minute jump to keep from getting lapped. James Hillier on the front. All right, point standings of that last sprint. Team Blue sitting in 6th place. Team Green with 2 points sitting in 5th place. Team Yellow sitting in 4th with 7 points. And the top three teams on the board. Team Silver sitting in 3rd with 11. Team Black with 14 in 2nd. And Team Red in the lead with 20 points. Still, it's anyone's race. Yellow and blue chasing on. Yellow and blue chasing on. Let's see if they can catch on to the back of the pack. I think they're going to. And Team Yellow and Blue catching on. Still the leaders on the track. Team Red, they lapped the field. Remember, double points on the final sprint. We got 2 sprints left with double points on the final sprint. It's still anyone's race, still anyone's race. James Hillier on the front. Hillier setting that tempo pace. 29 to go, riders, 29 to go. Exchange from the red team as the green team jumps back in with the group. Kyle Perry coming in for Martin Vecchio. James Hillier saying, give me some room as Craig's Coffee. James Hillier getting thrown in by James Hillier. 27, we got a sprint at 21. Sprint at 21. This next sprint is important. This next sprint is going to be important. Can Red pull away a little bit further, or are the other teams going to close down that gap? And look at this. All of our riders are back together. All of our teams are back together. 25 to go. We got a sprint lap coming up. Is that Ray Darbowski over there? Ray watching the race. And here goes Martin Vecchio. Vecchio going off the front. Chasing him down is James Hillier and Danny Summerhill. Tight on their wheel. Nick Lawton. Here comes Aaron Beebe. 22 to go. Bell lap coming up. Vecchio coming in. Coming in. Whoa! Yep, keep going. Summerhill pushing up and over. I think that was Black's mistake. And Team Gray taking advantage. Points are going to go. Silver, red, black. Team Red not paying attention. Team Black not paying attention. Avoiding the exchange, crash of the exchange, Danny Summerhill. That's going to push Red further into the lead. Red further into the lead. James Hillier having to chase it down. Team Black making a vital mistake, missing that exchange. That puts Silver, that ties Team Silver and Team Black with 16 points. Double points on the final sprint. That's bike racing, folks. Anything can happen. They're out here bumping shoulders. Danny Summerhill almost pulled a Will Gabe. Hillier looking for Battori. 15 to go, 15 to go. We got 2 more races after this one, but this is the big race of the night. Remember, we're back tomorrow night at 7:30. Back tomorrow night at 7:30. Kyle Perry controlling the tempo on the front of the pack. Says, let's ease it down, guys. Ease it down. Wants to save a little bit of energy. Here comes Tim Bober. Bober coming in for Summerhill. Vecchio coming in for Perry. At the front, that's Martin Vecchio. Tim Bober sitting in second. James Hillier in third. Aaron Beebe in fourth. And Will Gabe at the back of the pack. Leaders on the track are Team Red, but anyone can win this race. Well, Silver or Black could win this race. And Will Gabe says, I need some points. Gabe going up and over. Coming in is Matt Giddings. Giddings coming in. They got 10 to go. 1 mile to go. 1 mile to go. High exchange for the red team. Here comes Kyle Perry for Martin Vecchio. James Hillier coming in. Craig Battori coming in for Hillier. Off the front is the blue team. Nick Lawton looking for Aaron Beebe. Matt Giddings on the front. Summerhill on his hip. Summerhill pushing over the top. Here comes Tim Bober. 7 to go. 7 to go. What's going on with Team Blue? And off the front goes Team Red. Team Red. Tim Bober. Can James Hillier chase him down? Here comes Vecchio. 6 to go. Tim Bober, can he stay away? 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Team Black needs to make a move now. Here comes Danny Summerhill with 4 to go. 4 to go for Team Red off the front. It looks like they're racing for second place. Team Red's riding away with it. Here comes Kyle, triple exchange. 3 to go. 2 to go at the line. Team yellow and team black fighting it out. Here comes Summerhill. Summerhill's going to hear the bell. 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. Team black needs to beat silver. And Aaron Beebe pushing over the top of Vittori. The winners of the race. It's going to be Team red coming in second place. Team silver third. Team black. All right, give it up for those racers. Tim Bober and Danny Summerhill lapping the field and then winning the final sprint.
Team red, Tim Bober and Danny Summerhill taking the win in the Pro Madison. Good job out there, you guys. Tim, way to not mess it up out there. You did a good job. Was that your guys' strategy to go out and take a lap?
No, actually, when Danny took off the front, I kind of said in my head, WTF, what are you doing? But hey, we made it 120. Something about racing with Mr. Crit here brings the best out in you.
Yeah, it was getting a little hairy out there. Is that why you decided to take off and go off the front?
Yeah, I have no idea. I was seeing stars half the time of that race. So,
well, good job, you guys. Here's your roses. Team red, Danny Summerhill and Tim Bober. Give it up for them.
Woohoo! We'll see them at the podium after our final race. All right, we're going to get our semi-pro 80-lap Madison underway in just a minute here. We have got 7 teams competing tonight in the semi-pro Madison. We're going to name them off for you right now. In the pink, that's Brian Jankowski. On the home stretch, his partner over here on the back stretch, he's been wearing pink all night long. That's Derek Savage. On the home stretch, in the purple, team purple, purple is Jackson Clary, his partner tonight. All right, and Bruce Carlson's going to give instructions too.
Riders, this is an 80-lap Madison. 80-lap Madison. Your bell laps are 61, 41, 21, and 1. Points are 5, 3, 2, 1. Double points on the final sprint. If you lap the field, it's plus 10. If you get lapped by the field, it's minus 10. First few laps will be under control. Be a single bell to take you out of control. Does not mean slow. It just means no attacks.
All right, back to the teams. Team purple, like I was starting to say, that's Jackson Clary over there on the home stretch. His partner here on the back stretch, Cameron Coleman. If you want to get it rolling, Bruce, I can still introduce him as we go.
Riders ready.
80 laps to go for our semi-pros here at the Lexus Velodrome in the heart of Detroit at I-75 and Mack Avenue. You can't miss us. We want to thank our sponsors, Meade Lexus of Southfield, Meade Lexus of Lakeside, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. We've had a great time putting on these races here for Mad Track Cycling. Yeah, Mad Track Cycling. We love it here. So Team Purple, that's Jackson Clary. He's pulling up right now. His partner tonight, Cameron Coleman. At the front right now, that's Blake Beto. Blake Beto. His partner over here on the back stretch when he gets to him is going to be Roger Wynn. I'm going to introduce these as they go around. Team Silver in the front, Dave Hicken. Dave Hicken and his partner tonight is Jonathan Blazovic. Team Orange, Sinead Miller, her partner, our announcer, our very great announcer, John Hughes. He did a great job of calling that pro race. Holy smokes, that was wild. So Sinead Miller is at the front right now. Coming up to her partner, John Hughes, their Team Orange tonight. Right behind, it's Michael Hartrick. Mike Hartrick, his partner tonight is Levi Gaswink. They're about to make an exchange right there in turn 4. Levi Gaswink going in from Mike Hartrick, and the bell rings and the race is out of control. Team Navy, that's Eric Buckhav. Eric Buckhav, he's partnered with Jonathan Ramirez tonight. Jonathan Ramirez, who rode his first Madison here at the beginning of our season, did a great job out there. Jonathan Ramirez gets on the wheel of John Hughes. Derek Savage in the pink coming up to his partner, Brian Jankowski for Team Purple. Cameron Coleman throws in Jackson Clary in the back. So we'll have a sprint at 61. Where are we at, 80? 61. 41, 21, and 1 to go. Double points on the last sprint. 5, 3, 2, 1 on all the other sprints. So Sinead Miller at the front right now. The only woman out there racing hard. Eric Buckhav setting the pace at the front. Brian Jankowski. Derek Savage now in the front for Team Pink. Dave Hicken sitting tight. Savage pulls up abruptly. As in goes Levi Gaswint for Team Yellow. Levi Gaswint going up and over. Is he going to go up and over everybody? I think he saw an opportunity. He decided he's going to take it. Trying to get up and over. Team Silvers. Jonathan Blazovic. Blazovic putting a jump on. Followed by Jackson Clary. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Sinead Miller coming in hot for the throw-in from John Hughes. Mike Hartrick coming in hot for Levi for Team Yellow. At the front, Dave Hicken coming in for Blazovic. Sinead Miller making a move up and over Dave Hicken. Oh, and it is. She drops down onto his wheel with 64 to go. We got a sprint coming up at 61. Sprint at 61. Hicken pulling around strong. Sinead Miller, Cameron Coleman, Mike Hartrick, Derek Savage. Now in goes John Hughes for Sinead Miller. Team Orange still putting the pressure on. Team Silver. Now John Hughes going up and over Team Silver. Oh, almost cuts that. Woo! Cameron Coleman sitting on the wheel of John Hughes, who is also, by the way, his coach on Tuesdays and Thursdays out here at the Lexus Velodrome. In goes Jackson Clary. Jackson Clary with a heck of a sprint. Can he overtake John Hughes? John Hughes trying to hold him off. Let's see if he can do it, and it's going to be purple, orange, yellow, silver, pink. So the young Jackson Clary, who is in, I believe, his first team race, first Madison race, wins the first sprint of this semi-pro Madison. With 59 laps to go in the bike race. Jackson Clary coming up to his partner, Cameron Coleman. Sinead Miller, oh, hey, Cameron, watch where you're going. all over the track. Mike Hartrick trying to close the gap between Sinead Miller and Cameron Coleman. Cameron Coleman, oh, spread out riders on relief. You got to spread out. In goes John Hughes now for Team Orange. As I was saying, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, John Hughes is the coach out here of all these young juniors and everybody else. So he knows these riders. He decides to let Cameron Coleman do a little work in the wind. And in goes Jackson Clary for Cameron Coleman. Jackson Clary out of Indianapolis, along with Sinead Miller out of Indianapolis, I do believe. So we got 3 away. Team Pink, Team Silver, chasing. And they're slightly disorganized. Team Yellow going up high. Team Orange making the exchange. In comes Mike Hartrick for Team Yellow. Sinead Miller pulling up to make somebody else do the work. Good idea. Jackson Clary coming up to Cameron Coleman. In goes Coleman with 52 to go in the bike race. 52 to go in the bike race. And the points right now are Team Purple has 5, Team Orange has 3, Team Yellow has 2, Team Silver has 1. Once again, Purple with 5, Orange with 3, Yellow with 2, Silver with 1. Blue, pink, and green need to get some points. But we've got plenty of sprints coming up to do that. This bike race is won in sprint by points, in sprints throughout the race, as you just saw in our pro race. The team with the most points wins tonight. The team with the most points wins tomorrow night. And the team with the most points overall wins the Omnium. And that's what we're all about. The Omnium is all the racing put together. Levi Gass went with a bit of a gap on John Hughes and the rest of the field. Team Silver in for an early drop-in, but John Hughes trying to close that down, coming up to his teammate Sinead Miller. In she goes. Sinead Miller. Whoa. Nice move by Sinead Miller. Holy smokes, look at her go. Sinead Miller, give her a round of applause as she's going for it with 46 laps to go, trying to get some distance on the rest of the field. Michael Hartrick working hard to sit on her wheel. And here comes Cameron Coleman. Cameron Coleman closing that gap right down. Sinead Miller pulls up, says, okay, I'm going to make these boys do some work now. She comes up to her partner, John Hughes, throws him in. Jackson Clary dropping down for the throw-in from Cameron Coleman. Clary coming up high. Levi Gaswint back in the bike race for Team Yellow at the front, so it's Team Gaswint, Clary, Hughes. 43 to go, they're gonna hear the bell pretty soon. Next lap coming around. As we've got a multiple double exchange right here between 2 of those contenders. In goes Sinead Miller, in goes Cameron Coleman. Levi Gaswin coming up to Mike Hartrick. Cameron Coleman going up high over Team Yellow, and it's gonna be Team Purple, Team Orange, Team Silver, Team Yellow, Team Pink, Team Blue. Was Silver? No. All right, we're gonna get points in just a moment. On the track, the leader is Team Purple, Team Orange, and Team Yellow. Those 3 teams are ahead. So after that last sprint, Team Purple is in the lead with 10. Team Orange is in second with 6. Team Yellow with 4. Team Silver with 2. Once again, Purple has 10, Orange has 6, Yellow's got 4, Silver's got 2. You want to know who's ahead in the bike race on the track, all you have to do is take a look at Bruce Carlson. His left hand tells us who's the leader. His right hand would tell us who's behind if we needed to know. But right now it's Team Orange and Team Purple duking it out at the front of the field. Team Yellow working to catch up. High exchange by Team Pink, forcing Team Orange into another high exchange, and they're all over the place right now. Team Green, Team Silver, and Team Blue, I believe, are about to be lapped. Oh, come on, spread out, you guys, pay attention. High exchanges all over the place. Come on, get organized. All right, Jackson Clary out front now. He's trying to get away from John Hughes, chasing him down, Jonathan Ramirez. In goes Cameron Coleman for Team Purple at the front of the field. John Hughes going to drop on the wheel of that young junior. He's going to make him do some work. Jonathan Ramirez riding in third right now. Purple, orange, and yellow have gained a lap on the rest of the field. So purple, orange, and yellow are all up a lap on silver, pink, green, and blue. The points are Team Purple with 20, Team Orange with 16, Team Yellow 14 for yellow. Silver has 2. And everybody's going to race on the sprint together. Everybody is eligible for the sprint per Kevin Morrison up here, our chief scorer. He keeps track of all this stuff in the numbers. So everybody can be in on this next sprint, which is going to be at 21 to go. Jackson Clary still plugging along, giving John Hughes a run for his money. John Hughes trying to figure out a way to get ahead of these young juniors. Cameron Coleman jumping up, getting on the wheel of John Hughes. With 22 to go, 22 to go. 21, it's the sprint now. The sprint is on. And Cameron Coleman trying to get up and over John Hughes, and he does it. John Hughes looking behind, there's nobody else, so Cameron Coleman. Team Purple is going to take first place points in that. Purple, orange, yellow, silver, pink, and green, and navy. Let's hear it for all these racers out there. They're doing a great job. Come on. Team Purple going up high over Team Blue. When you are done with your exchange, get to the top of the blue line. You guys know that. High exchange for Team Orange. Tight exchange for Team Purple. Back at the front. So now Team Purple has got 25. Orange has got 19. Yellow has got 16. Silver has got 3. Once again, purple with 25, orange with 19, yellow with 16, silver with 3. So Team Yellow can put themselves in closer contention if they can just get up onto the wheel of John Hughes and Cameron Coleman of Team Purple and Team Yellow. Purple and orange just keeping pace with each other. Shanad Miller going up and over, but she's going to jump on the wheel of Jackson Clary. Jackson Clary. As they, okay, heads up everybody. Shoulder check. Shoulder check. All right. Team Pink is caught. They're not going to be able to make their exchange. I guess they did. Okay, purple and orange have gained a lap. Yellow is on the lead, is leading on the track. So if there's a sprint, which there's going to be at head, stick. So Team Yellow is going to pick up the first place points on that final sprint unless purple and orange overtake them. Team Yellow, the leader on the track, purple and orange. So Team Yellow's got 16 points. If they win that final sprint, they'll give them 26, won't put them in the lead. The fight is between orange and purple now. Sinead Miller in for John Hughes. Cameron Coleman riding tight with 8 laps to go in the bike race. Sinead Miller trying to make Cameron Coleman take his turn. Coleman drops down with some fancy, highly dangerous bike handling there. Jackson Clary coming in for Team Purple. Whoa, Team Pink, watch out. All right, John Hughes trying to attack Jackson Cleary, that young junior out of Indianapolis, giving him a run for his money. John Hughes trying to get up and over, but Jackson Cleary holding him off with 4 to go in the bike race. 4 to go in the bike race. In comes Cameron Coleman for Team Purple. John Hughes going up and over. Can he stay away? 3 to go, 3 to go. Sinead Miller coming in for Team Orange. Throwing him in goes Sinead Miller. Sinead Miller trying to stay in front of Cameron Coleman. With 2 to go in the bike race. They're going to hear a bell next time around. But on the track, Team Yellow is the leader. I'm confused. So it's 1 to go for Team Yellow. Jackson Cleary going up and over. They got 1 lap to go, and it's going to be Team Yellow. Silver, purple, blue, orange. I'm going to let the officials figure that one out. Let's hear it for our semi-pro racers. Nice job out there. Good racing by everybody. Holy smokes. Final count. All right. In 7th, Team Blue, Jonathan Ramirez and Eric Buckhav. Let's get. Okay, 6th, Blake Beto and Roger Wynn. 5th, Brian Jankowski and Derek Savage. 4th, Jonathan Blazovic and Dave Hicken. 3rd, Mike Hartrick and Levi Gaswin. 2nd, Sinead Miller and John Hughes. And the winners, Team Purple, Cameron Coleman and Jackson Clary. Nice job out there. Let's get those 2 to the line. And we'll be on the podium. They'll be on the podium after our final race, which is the race of unknown distance for all of our racers who didn't do a Madison. So 2 young juniors take it away.
Team Purple, Jackson Cleary and Cameron Coleman taking the win in the 80-lap semi-pro Madison. Here's your flowers. Pretty much every sprint was the same. Was that your guys' plan to just take it for the sprints?
Yes, sir.
Right on. And I know you don't want to take a lap. You just wanted to go for the sprints, right?
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about.
All right, well, congratulations, you guys. Good riding out there. Give it up for Team Purple, Jackson Cleary and Cameron Coleman.
All right. Nice work out there, young man. Everybody rode great. And now we have our race of unknown distance.
For the Madison, so probably 2.
Are we going to have 2 of them? What's happening?
Riders, this is an unknown distance scratch race. Unknown distance scratch race. It'll be no less than 5 laps, but no more than 15. Okay, no less than 5 laps, no more than 15. When you hear the bell, that's the final lap. Riders ready?
They're off. Julian Jankowski out there. I think he's hungry for a win. He's been working hard all night. Evie in second place there. Evie Alvarado. Then we've got Everett Jankowski, Xavier Opak, and Julian Khalil Correga. So it's an unknown distance. They don't know how far it's going to be. The only person that does know is Bruce Carlson. I don't think anybody else knows. I don't think we could get it out of them if they did. It keeps it kind of interesting. It's been fun to watch these juniors race and progress. Everything out here for juniors is free. Free coaching, free use of the bike, free tack time. And some of these kids will go to the Nationals this summer, which are out west somewhere. Jerry Baker Velodrome. So that's Jordan Khalil Correga at the front right now. Wondering how long it's going to be. This is a race where you can decide whether you want to chance it or not. This will be followed by a race for the semi-pros. And we'll be back here tomorrow night at 7:30 with another great program of racing for our Accelerator E-Pace race. We're always doing something different here at the Lexus Velodrome, making track racing better and more exciting every time we gather together here at this 1/10 of a mile oval of pure excitement. That 50-degree banking on the wall is halfway up to straight up. If you haven't been down here and you're watching at home, you got to get down here. You can have a seat, sit trackside, watch the action unfold right in front of you. You don't get much closer to athletes than you get here at the Lexus Velodrome. And these are real athletes working hard. Xavier Opak at the front right now, leading it out. Hoping maybe Bruce will say it now. The bell will ring when Bruce decides. Evie Alvarado now being overtaken by Julian Jankowski. Julian Jankowski dropping down to the lead. Everett Jankowski sitting on the hip of Evie Alvarado. And it's one to go in the bike race. One to go in the bike race. And it looks like Jordan Khalil Correga and Everett Jankowski duking it out in the front. Jordan Khalil Correga trying to get up and over Jankowski, and he's not going to do it, but Everett Jankowski with a W. Jordan Khalil Correga, Evie Alvarado, Julian Jankowski, and Xavier Opak. Let's hear it for our juniors. Nice racing out there, kids. Winner Everett Jankowski. Bring him to the line and give that kid a rose. We're going to have another unknown distance for our semi-pro racers who did not race in the Madison. Nice job by the kids. Every week they get better. All right, we've got 3 riders for our semi-pros, and this is going to be a 3-up match sprint. So we've got Ariel Coy, Amanda Gonzalez, and Drew Laird.
Where's Everett? There he is. Good job, Everett. Way to take the W in that unknown distance race. Did you know the distance?
No.
Yeah, so it was truly an unknown distance, right? Well, you made the right move, made it over the top. Congratulations. Give it up for Everett Jankowski.
All right, Everett, nice work out there. All right, once again, I'm going to give a shout out to our great sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Mead Lexus of Southfield, Mead Lexus of Lakeside, and Germain Lexus of Ann Arbor. The Wellen Company out of Savannah, they like us and they support us. If you like what you're seeing going on here, you're welcome to go to LexusVelodrome.com, look for donate, and you'll be able to donate some money to the Detroit Fitness Foundation, which owns and operates this facility and all of our programming inside of it. Just hit that donate button and give us a couple million. That's all. We'll take it. Whoa, what we couldn't do. All of the racing brought to you by Mad Track Cycling and under the permits of USA Cycling, who has named us as a center of excellence. We want to thank you all for being here. Those that are in the house, and thank you for watching at home. But what are you doing at home? It's nice out. Come on down here. We got a bar, we got a food truck, we got great racing. Okay, Bruce.
Riders, this is a 3-up match sprint. So it's 3 laps from here. Riders ready?
And they're off. So we've got Ariel Coy, Amanda Gonzalez, and Drew Laird duking it out. That's kind of what a match sprint is. You got to see if you can outmaneuver the other. Ariel Coy trying to keep track of those behind her. Drew Laird watching it from behind. And in the middle, Amanda Gonzalez. And who's making the move first? The bell is rung. It's time to go. And there goes Drew Laird. Ariel Coy at the bottom, accelerating. Drew Laird trying to get up and over. Can he do it? Drew Laird coming over the top of Ariel Coy. And Drew Laird is going to come in strong for the W. Let's hear it for Drew Laird, Ariel Coy, and Amanda Gonzalez. Way to work it out on a 3-lap, 3-up match sprint. Woohoo! We're going to see you all down at the podium for the awards right now. Flowers. There's going to be flowers. A flower to Drew Laird at the finish line for his W out there tonight. Here's the thing. You watch these racers race all year long, and you just get to know them all, and you're so happy when they win. And everybody's so nice about it.
Drew Laird taking the win of the last race of the night. Good job, ladies. You did good. Nice job, Drew.
Appreciate it. Tough to keep up.
All right, good deal. Well, good. I think we only made it 3 laps then, right? A little last-minute change. All right. Give it up for Drew Laird, winner of the last race of the night. Stick around for the podiums. I'm going to hand the mic off to your announcer, John.
All right.
See if he can remember where he finished
at the podium, everybody. If not, we'll see you here tomorrow night. Mad Track Cycling at the Lexus Velodrome in the heart of Detroit at I-75 and Mack Avenue. Be here, 7:30 tomorrow night.
All right, let's get our podiums going. What are we doing podiums for? Just semi-pro and pro Madison? All right, 3rd place for our semi-pro Madison. Was Team Yellow? I don't know. Was it? Team Yellow, Mike Hartrick and Levi Gaswin. Coming in 2nd place, Team Orange, John Hughes and Sinead Miller. And the winners of Night 1 Semi-Pro 80-lap Madison for Mad Track Cycling, Team Purple, Jackson Cleary and Cameron Coleman. Big round of applause for all of our semi-pro Madison racers. All right. Now the podiums for our Pro Madison. Coming in third place. And remember, this is an Omnium, so it's the winner of 2 nights. So the winner overall between tonight and tomorrow will be winners of the weekend. Sitting in third place with 16 points, Team Black, Craig Battori and James Hillier. Coming in second place with 20 points, Team Silver, Aaron Beebe and Nick Lawton. And the winners of Mad Track Cycling's Accelerator 120 Pro Lap Madison, night 1, with 33 points, Team Red, Tim Bober and Danny Summerhill. Give it up for Team Red and all of our Pro Madison riders. All right, that's night 1 of the Accelerator race here at Mad Track Cycling. We'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 with the conclusion. We got more motor-paced events along with the final for our Madisons. Bar's still open. K-Dubs is out front for all your food needs. Grab a drink, eat a shawarma, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night.